Today, I'll be talking about one of humanity's biggest fears. A job!
What's going on YouTube? My name is your boy Serge and welcome back to the channel. I'm going to keep it short and brief. We're reacting to degenerocity. Let's get into it.
Today, I'll be talking about one of humanity's biggest fears. A job! This is a horrifying path that almost everybody will have to eventually face in their life, whether we like it or not. And most of the time, we don't. But everyone has to get their bread somehow. So we just gotta suck it up and pray that we win the lottery or our parlay hits one day. Because let's be for real, nobody want a job.
That's right.
Unless you got real aspirations for a certain type of work. I think most of us, if given a magical opportunity to get paid however much you get paid now.
I'm asking for infinite money. Like, God forbid I find a genie. I find a genie, I'm asking for like infinite money that only I can access that no one knows about.
And not work that job again, we would take it. Because most of us see jobs as a way to get by in life and try to make ends meet. There's no room for you to pursue passions in this economy. You better second guess that art degree and major in business so you can be an executive marketing promoter for $1 billion company. But I digress. I'm just saying, I doubt that is most people's passions to work at a 9-to-5 at a warehouse lifting boxes.
If your passion is working at McDonald's, that's sad.
I don't mean any disrespect, but am I wrong? Plus, it's fun being unemployed. As long as you got a roof over your head and don't need to worry about bills, most likely because you still live with your parents, then why would you want a job? That sounds like it's taking away your time from being grandmaster on Rivals and watching reels. Nah, that's too much. But eventually, you want to get your own stuff. You know, young boy tickets ain't free. Or life really hits you in the face and now you actually have bills. So eventually, we all have to get a job.
Don't say the word.
However, you know what's harder than actually deciding to get a job? Finding one that hires you. I swear, you could send 100 applications to 100 different places and all of them would still ghost you. You think with how many
LinkedIn, Indeed, count your days.
job openings you see, the businesses are desperate to find people. But nah, it feels like they're posting it as bait, just to mess with people or steal your info. Not only that, if this is your first job, you're gonna have a harder time because even the quote-unquote entry-level jobs are asking for a qualification of having prior experience. Like, isn't that what this job is for? How is someone supposed to get experience and not be homeless while almost every decent paying job requires that? And trying to apply for a job on LinkedIn or Indeed is like sending your application into a void. I swear none of those people be
It's like that is so true.
You could have the most stacked profile on LinkedIn.
I swear, you could be an Olympic gold medalist. Like, I swear, you could have saved the world multiple times. We looked at your resume. We don't like it. Bye.
You got a bachelor's, master's, discovered the cure for cancer. Then you send in an application for your dream job to your dream company. Then they write back to you saying, we've read your application. Unfortunately, the CEO's daughter has took your position that you applied for, so get the fuck on.
I really do feel like LinkedIn and Indeed, like, I genuinely feel like when they look at resumes, they just get a bunch of their friends, a bunch of their coworkers to be like, hey, yo, come look at this. And they start reading them off and it's like, oh, and they start looking at all these resumes. Oh, yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, let's go on and let's screw with them a little bit. Let's go and say that we read their application, said that they would be perfect for the job, but we are no longer hiring. Like, let's go on and say that. Let's go on and say, you have the qualifications for the entry-level job with the pay that we are assigned to give you, which is like, let's say $100K a year. Let's say that you have meet all the requirements for this job, but we don't want you. The executive's son, who's has no work experience at all, and plays Roblox on the daily, and plays Marvel Rivals on the daily, bro, is a one above all, does not leave the basement, has taken the job.
Back when I was still applying for jobs, I literally gave up on sending applications on those sites because I never get a response back. Like, damn, was my application that bad? Even when your application does get noticed and you get set up for an interview, you still gotta go through some more bullshit-ass questions. Why did you choose our business? Y'all hiring. Like, what's up? What is your main motivation to get your work done?
Bro.
Money? What else am I here for? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Hopefully not here. That's just me being honest with my answers.
It's true. Like, they ask me so many, like, stupid questions. Like, come on, bro. Let's be for real.
What do you want me to do? Work here for the rest of my life? This is a Wendy's! So you gotta lie with any question they ask. You have to make yourself look as good as possible. So you gotta fake it till you make it. Even if they asked you a stupid question like, would you still work this job even if there was no pay? You say absolutely. I always wanted to be a slave. Congrats.
Yeah. You see, here's the thing about work for getting to, like, Indeed and LinkedIn. Lie. Just lie. Just lie. I'm not saying you should. I'm not advocating it. But I am saying to get these jobs, man, lie.
Congratulations, you have successfully become employed. The end of your life starts Tuesday. After starting a job, I feel after the first week, you can find out whether you like it or quit it the next month. And it won't be the job itself to motivate this decision. It's your boss and coworkers.
Jiggle my balls.
They can make or break this whole thing. If you happen to get a chill boss and coworkers you can vibe with, that's amazing. That's how my last real job was. I used to be a waiter for weddings and other events. That job low-key had me stressing because I wasn't good at the start. I was awkward taking orders, I would mess up orders, and one time I even dropped a whole tray of food I was carrying at the wedding. Best believe I didn't get tips that day. And what would get me kinda jealous is that some of my coworkers would walk out and carry 2 trays full of food on one shoulder. Like, damn, bro, are you Samoan? Those trays are mad heavy and so out of balance. But you know what kept me going? It was the fun time I had with my coworkers and boss. They were cool as hell.
Yeah, they really be like that.
We had a carpool to get to the events. It was always a vibe and a good time. They made my experience. Imagine working a 16-hour shift and walking out of it happy. One day I clocked in for a double shift for a wedding and a Sweet 16 at 9:30 a.m. and clocking out at 1:30 a.m. Granted, I was dead after that shift and had to take off my shoes more than once, but I got $60 worth of tips and went to Wawa after work, so I felt like Gucci. And I believe I only felt like this because the environment I was around was nice. Sometimes. I've had to serve some aggressive people at some points.
Yeah, it's my birthday today. What can I get out here for free? You a bitch.
If I had trash co-workers or a trash boss, I would have not stayed at that job for long. I have zero patience for bullshit. Literally. Like example, the first job I've ever had in my senior year of high school, I was a janitor at a warehouse.
I know being a janitor has to suck. Like, I genuinely feel like being a janitor has to suck. No matter how you put it. Because, like, low key, like, you're the cleanup crew. Like, it's just you. Like, I swear, being a janitor has to suck.
I had no coworkers, so I had nobody to talk to, and my boss was not a bad person, but a bad boss. I'd be working shifts that were 2 to 3 hours every few days, cleaning the break rooms, hallways, and bathrooms. So my pay wasn't even that good, but since I was still in school, I was just thinking, I'm making money and I got more time to study and goon. That sounds like a win-win. But when payday arrived, I would only be paid for half the hours I worked, sometimes less. I was already barely working as is, combined with a salary of $13 an hour, cleaning up pee-pee and poo-poo. Man, I'm not taking it. Plus, he only paid me through Cash App. You've ever had a job that only paid you through Cash App? Man, I had to go. I only worked there for a few weeks. He did pay me the rest of the money after, so he cool, but man, warehouse jobs are not it. My patience dwindled faster when I got accepted at BJ's, and I worked there for 1 day. I asked to go to the bathroom and left during orientation. I discovered they weren't what they advertised. How you gonna call yourselves BJ's without expecting people to have certain expectations? That's false advertising.
Yo.
So
Yo. What the fuck?
that wasn't really the reason. I just didn't want to work in the freezer. That's when I started my waiting job, then YouTube, and now here I am. unemployed sense. I'm just saying I can understand the struggles of looking for and having a job. Especially the ones you only take to make ends meet. And the unemployed life can be really fun when you have stuff to fall back on. If not, it will only be short-term satisfaction. Eventually, you have to get a career, deal with any of the shortcomings of it, and do that for the rest of your life. The American dream! So when looking for a job...
Let me go and tell you this, right? Being unemployed and having at least a dream or aspiration that you're working towards, okay, you feel like you're being productive and you're working towards that. If you're actively working towards that, like you have ambitions, you have things that you want to do in life. But if you're unemployed and you have nothing, and I mean nothing to look forward to, like no dream of yours, like you don't see a bigger picture for yourself in the future, you're cooked. You're absolutely cooked. That's when I feel like reality will hit you like a ton of bricks. And then you'll be signing up to that nearest McDonald's, Wendy's, Panera. I don't know. Burger King. I mean, all the Burger Kings I've seen around where I live, man, it's like nobody goes to them.
Make sure to get one that you like if you have the privilege to do so.
I agree.
That's all I really wanted to say. And in conclusion, enjoy unemployment while you still can. Different strokes for different folks, and so on.
Go to video by Degenerocity. 100% without a doubt. I hope you guys enjoyed it. How many jobs denied you this week? 6, 7.
Whatever you want to do in life, find something that you don't mind doing for the rest of your life. Find something that you like. And even if it seems like it's impossible, it's very, very possible.
無慈悲な言葉だけがでたらめに街に溢れてる。ねばもう切なく